Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink. Welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. It is part 22 for my Let's Play, and it is still the 30th of November 2016. So, yeah, the reason why I'm back on Windfall Island, it's like we're back to the frickin' part 20 again, but no, the reason why I'm back on Windfall Island is because I remembered, I think it might have been towards the end of part 21, I mentioned that I had forgotten to actually... Well, no, I don't think I mentioned that I had forgotten to do Lenzo's quests, it's just I didn't really feel like I wanted to do his quests. But I do think that I want to do that. I want to get the coloured Pictobox as soon as I can, so I'll go and do that. So what we'll do is talk to Lenzo. Now, I will mention that you do need the Forest Firefly to be able to actually... Oh, don't you talk to me. Yeah, go away. Anyway, so, yeah, basically... You do need the Forest Firefly to be able to get the coloured Pictobox, but to actually get the option to use the Forest Firefly to make the coloured Pictobox, you do need to actually complete Lenzo's quests first and foremost. So that's what we're going to go and do now. Let's go talk to him here. You see, young sir, I have been studying Pictoboxes since I was but a lad. My lifelong dream of creating a box with incredible pictography capabilities is at long last nearing fruition. But now I've grown old and have no real desire to leave this island. Could you perchance become my pictographer assistant? I don't know. I think that's what he said. I didn't really read it properly. Anyway, really and truly, my heart leaps at your enthusiasm, but I feel I must tell you the path an assistant must follow is not a simple one. Yeah, basically we need to take unsolicited photographs of people, and yeah, it's kind of great. But anyway, absolutely, whatever. Link, is it? Very well then, I shall issue 3 commands to you. Okay, for my first command, a love letter. Do you know what that is, young sir? It is a collection of words of love. Yeah, okay, well thanks. So basically, we need to take a photo of a guy as he's putting a letter in the mailbox. Now, I've mentioned this guy before. Basically, he just goes around and like... he sneaks around. He's a bit of a sneaky character, you see. Now, if I can take a photo of this guy doing the dirty deed. I think I might be too late. I think he might already be down there, because I went past him before. Depending on his position at the moment, we may or may not. Get away from me, will you? Can you get away? Please listen to my tale of woe. Ew, no. That's terrible. Why? That's just awful. Terrible. You mean child. Hate this guy. Ew, no. I love that response. It's so... It is appropriate. There's definitely like an ill factor about this guy. Basically, he turns into an asshole in the future anyway, so... Who gives a damn about the guy? The reason why he turns into an asshole... actually, I won't explain it, just in case you don't want to get spoiled, but anyway. I'm just waiting for this bloody postbox guy. There he is. So if you go too close to him, he'll actually stop and look at you, which kind of proves that... Well, at the very least it shows that there's something dodgy going on about him, but what we're going to do... I mean, we don't want to go too close to him, otherwise he won't put the letter in the damn box, but if we go about this kind of distance, and ready our camera, we will be able to take a photo of him doing something super dodgy. But yeah. Whoa, so shaky. So that's Dragon Roost Island over there. I was about to say that was the Tower of the Gods. Yeah, not really that part of the sea there, Doomlink. But it is nice to see that the actual photos that you take are so much more clear now. Of course, before they were all pixelated. I mean, basically, like, the view of the Pictobox was fine, but, like, the actual photos you took were often very blurry. But now, they actually take nice photos, so that's a good thing. I do wonder if it was intended for them to be blurry in the original game, or it was just like the original game doing something weird. Oh god, how long does this guy take to come? He is certainly taking his damn sweet time. Oh my god. So I might actually speed it up. The reason why I said ew no to him is because he'll stop trying to talk to us if we give him a hard time. But anyway, I'll see you guys in a minute. Oh, I almost missed him. There we go, that is an excellent shot of him putting the letter in the post office box. And he's just so dodgy about it. He just looks around. See, it could have been a situation where I like would have missed the opportunity to take the photo there, and that would have been really terrible. I will also mention that you can see that there's a flower behind that guy now. That basically means that we can start his little quest, but we don't want to start it just yet. We'll do it later. I don't know when, but, you know, when I have the rupees, I suppose. I don't really have the rupees yet, so I won't do it. Okay. Oh, well, I have to go and show him the pictograph, I guess. Let's go do that. Trying to show him this one, yes, show him that. Now, this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. Now, they say love is blind, but what could he be thinking, mailing all these letters? I should not ridicule him, though, for he reminds me of myself back in the innocence of my youth. Yeah. I mean, there are actually, theories that this guy's our father. Oh no, our grandfather, sorry, not our father. They think that he might have actually been involved with our grandmother, but anyway. Very well, next is my second command. You must search for this town's most timid and cowardly resident. So this one's quite easy. Basically what we need to do, and well, it's not that easy, but the best thing about it is that it doesn't actually require us to wait around, whereas a lot of these, like the first one and the second one require waiting around. You need to wait for the right time and then snap the shot, whereas this one is something that we actually trigger ourselves. So we need to go into this milk bar here. Of course, it's not a pub, because that's not child friendly at all. But anyway, what we want to do is actually knock one of these. We need to be nice and careful about this. Can we move at the same time? No, we can't. I was just wondering. Maybe that's not a good angle for us to... Actually, we should be able to snap it from behind. It should be okay. Oh. There we go. Now, even though that's not really visible, I think the game basically says, if you take a pictograph of him when he's doing that, then it's okay. Like, that's good enough, you know. It's a really shit photo and doesn't really demonstrate it at all, but, you know, it should be okay. Either that or the game is actually that picky about it. There we go. Now, this is a finely snapped pictograph. It's really not, but okay. So basically, you drop something and he freaks out, so yeah. So now what do we got? Well, the next one is a little bit more, yeah, this is like a... It's so silly. This guy would be really good working for, like, big magazines, just snapping shots of people in these love affairs, you know, like, anyway. So what we need to do is wait for a certain person to arrive here, and of course these fucking kids are in my way. I absolutely hate them, cannot stand them at all. So where is this guy? We need him to appear at the right time. Does he come around here? I mean, where does he go? Where does this guy go? Oh, he's all the way over there. God damn it. He walks like a real dickhead, this guy. And I don't want to be rude, but, you know, he does. You can clearly see that he's a complete nut job. Anyway, I guess I can entertain myself while looking at these tingle bottles. I guess that's a good thing that I am able to do. No. You keep away from me, sir. I'm looking for some more tingle bottles. Not really having much luck. Let's have a look at bottles. This is just a weird drawing of a... I don't know what it is. It's like a... It's a very juvenile drawing of some kind of... Oh, the internet just cut out. That's good. Well, I managed to get that tingle bottle. That's one good thing. Anyway, yeah, it was just a bit of a silly image of like a dinosaur face. I don't know what it is. Some kind of predator. So basically, he's going to turn up here. Or maybe he'll turn around this side. Like, I don't know where he is. And then what he'll do is he'll look at this woman. Now, the problem is these freaking kids are going to get in my shot. Especially this kid right here. Oh my god, I cannot stand him. Now, this one here looks like... Well, a lot of them look like they should be burned. But one of them in particular, you know, I just... Oh man. It annoys me, you know. Now, I think this will be another case where I'm going to have to cut And I'll see you guys when this guy makes the loop around the damn island. It's so annoying waiting for him, honestly. I mean, I don't have the time. I really don't have the time for him. I just, like... I have things to do. I can't just be sitting here waiting for you to... with your suave movements, you know. I was like, look at me, I own this place. Oh my god, like, look at him. Oh, he goes around there. Okay, don't you move, sir. So he must... oh, wait, he must pass through there. That's where he goes, okay. So what we want to do is snap a shot of the moment these two look at each other. I'm just hoping that that stupid, dick-headed kid doesn't get in my shot. Anyway. See, look at this. How am I supposed to snap a nice shot when this crap is happening? So when he comes around the corner, he's gonna look at her. And she's gonna look at him. It's gonna be super juicy. Yeah, check that out. And look whose fucking head is in my way. Oh my god, that had better actually work, because I will lose my shit if I have to take that photo again, because Mr. Big Head got in my shot. Please let this be good enough. This is finally... I had no idea these two would get along so splendidly. You can see the love there, hidden but thriving. Oh my god, this guy is ridiculous. You have completed all the tasks I've set for you. Does he give us something like a piece of heart? Oh, what? No. No, guys, no, this isn't fun. This isn't fun. That's not fun. That's not fun at all. But now you can take coloured pictographs, allowing you to show the world as it was meant to be seen. Now go out there and snap pictographs. Snap them in colour for me. See, I'm not happy about that. Like, usually, in the original game, you would actually finish all of his quests, and then he might give you a piece of heart or something, I don't know. And then he would give you one more thing, like he was studying coloured pictographs or something, and... yeah, he was talking about... yeah, so pretty much this forest firefly, like, what is the point of this now? What the hell does this do? Is that truly one of the long-fabled forest fireflies from Forest Haven? For ages it is said that the mystical power in the old days that were required for making coloured pictographs, but no longer. I'd hate to see you leave with nothing after you went so much trouble to show it to me. I offer you this. The elderly lady next door tells me it has value of sorts. Oh, okay. So you gave me a joy pendant for doing something that I knew to do from the old game. That's funny. From here onward, you must travel the world, spreading joy of pictography and all of that stuff. So yeah, it's not required that we do that anymore. Funny. Well, that's that, I suppose. Now we have the coloured Pictobox. I needed to get rid of that bloody forest firefly, so... yeah, well, I like it how they don't pretend that, you know, we never had to do that, but, yeah, cool. So I will demonstrate the fact that we can now take coloured pictographs. Check that out. It's literally what we're looking at. Like, it's not different at all. So now we can just take legitimate photos, basically. No more black and white. Well, that turned out to be a lot easier than I first expected. I suppose at this point what I'll do is go and head for the Tower of the Gods. I don't really want to start this guy's quests yet. I'll do them later. I don't know when I'm going to do them. Maybe before the... wait, what? There's another bottle here? I'm not even connected to the bloody internet. Why is it... I don't know how these bottles are appearing, but they are. I won't be able to rate them, but at least they're here, I guess. I do wonder why they're here. Anyway, doesn't matter, I suppose. See if there are any on the other side. I don't know why they're appearing. They weren't there before, and my internet's off. Okay, well, let's have a look. So we've got... hold on. No. Hold on. So, a Tingle plus Link equals missing child report. There's like a photo of Link with them. I don't know. I don't really get it. But anyway, I guess that means that Tingle's gonna steal Link, or kidnap him, I should say. I don't know. Now, the other one is Tingle equals best. Now, for whatever reason, these are not by the same person, but two Tingle-related Tingle bottles have come to us by some strange chance. But anyway, what we're going to do is now leave this island and head over to the... I was going to say the Forsaken Fortress for some reason, but no, it's not the Forsaken Fortress, it is the Tower of the Gods. Tower, Fortress, same thing, really. Oh, it is the Forsaken Fortress. Okay, so I was actually right, not the... What the fuck am I saying? That is indeed the Tower of the Gods. That is Dragon Roots Island. That is the Tower of the Gods. Okay, good to know. Well, I wasn't as stupid as I first thought. I was thinking, you know, maybe it did look a little bit too large, but yeah. That shows you how damn big the Tower of the Gods is. It's like several sectors away. Well, technically 2 in a diagonal, but yeah, we can see it pretty clearly from the forest. Not the... Why was I going to call Windfall Island the Forest Haven? I'm calling the Tower of the Gods the Forsaken Fortress. I'm calling Windfall Island the Forest Haven. Like, what's going on? I'm absolutely off my head right now. What can you do? Anyway, I'm of course really excited about this swift sail. God, maybe I should just like not record anymore. Maybe I should just do one video. My commentary is absolutely losing it apparently. Anyway, so I'll probably do the first half of the dungeon. It's a pretty quick dungeon, I'll have to say. I mean, they're all pretty quick, these dungeons, so yeah. Look how slow this is. I guess we're not really catching the wind at this point. How come we're getting tingle bottles? I'm not connected to the internet. See, I wasn't connected to the internet before, and I wasn't getting tingle bottles. So, second pearl done. Someone's just taken a picture of the pearl being placed in the thing. Like, anyway. Let's do that, I guess, to get the wind blowing. And then we'll head into the Tower of the Gods. I will mention that you do need to use bombs here. It is a requirement to continue through this area. Well, might as well make use of them now. So this is actually considered a water temple. I mean, it's not just considered a water temple, it is technically a water temple. Because you are dealing with rising and falling water, but it's not quite as painful as it would be in, say, the water temple from Ocarina of Time. It's a little bit easier to control, you see. Well, we don't actually control it, but, you know, we don't... It's the fact that we don't have to control it that makes it easy. Now, this is already different from the original game. There's a door right here. This was not the case in the original Tower of the Gods, so I don't know what's going on here. This is different. This is different. This did not exist in the original Tower of the Gods. What is going on? I don't need this. I was a bit worried that they would change dungeons slightly. I mean, they haven't changed the other ones, but this one has changed. This room didn't exist in the original game, so like what? What's the point of this? I guess it's an entirely optional room. I can't imagine there being anything in there, to be honest, so we'll just continue on this way, I suppose. I'm hoping that there's going to be like a... There we go, that's where we want to be. This is... No, quickly, get on this now. I'll be annoyed if you don't get on it. Then we'll jump here. So this hasn't changed. Actually, the position of the door has changed, has it not? Or was it always like this? I don't know. Maybe it was like this in the original game. You see, once they change some things, I feel like I have to take everything into question. Or bring everything... well, does that make grammatical sense? Take everything into question? I guess it does, but anyway. Doesn't matter. We'll make short work of this dungeon if I can. Throw a bomb at you, maybe. Have fun blowing up. There we go. I totally didn't need to do that, but I just decided to do that. So like I said, those green guys... No, the yellow guys drop green chew jelly. So, hold on. Drop that on there. So that box is actually going to stay in the same position even when the water rises. It'll be, of course, lifted off of that point that it needs to be resting on, but once the water does lower down back to that, well, back to nothing, basically, once the water disappears, it will go straight back onto that pressure plate. I don't want to say pressure plate because it's not really a plate. I mean, I guess it is a plate. I guess pressure plate would be the term, but still, I'm not that confident in it. I might have been able to make that, but I didn't want to risk it. It's not a huge loss if you lose this thing. Once it goes into the water, it will automatically reappear here, so you don't need to worry too much, but what I think is most funny is that Link can move around with this thing like it's the lightest object in the world, but it's actually really quite heavy, I would imagine. At the very least, it looks quite heavy, so yeah. So all we need to do is take this to the location over here, as you can see, there's another slot that it goes into here. The reason why I say another slot is because we took it out of a very similar looking slot back there, and we brought it to a different one that's over here. And now it's shining into the sky. How lovely. So where's the King of Red Lions? I don't know why you're over there. Well, I guess, yeah, there's like a entrance way for us there. Well, an exit, I should say. Well, I guess an entrance into the water, not really an exit, but anyway. So I don't believe that we're actually cruising at a faster rate than usual here, but it feels faster because it just... I mean, I don't really know how to explain that. Don't set sail. Once again, I'm trying to use the A button to get out of the boat, but yeah, it's not the A button anymore. It still kind of confuses me, but what can you do? Come on. So these are basically like Armos Knights, but they're not actually living Armos Knights. So it does confuse you. Well, it does not confuse you, but it takes you by surprise when they actually are alive and start attacking you. I know it confused me when I first came through the game. I might actually drop this, and we'll organise these boxes here appropriately. All we need to do is organise this one here. Once we move this one into an appropriate position, we should be okay. So I'll just push that there, and then I'll pull it maybe twice this way, and that should be perfectly fine. Don't worry about the other boxes, just move that one, and only that one, and you'll be fine. So I should be able to make it first go here, like I won't have to wait for the next water to raise. This should be fine, and then we'll go there, light both of these, then we will get a chest, and I believe that this is a key. If not, then it'll probably be a dungeon map, but I don't know. It may or may not actually be a requirement that we come here, but... okay, it is a small key, so yeah, make sure that you come this way first. Very important. So now we've got these enemies here, and you would think that they would turn this water very dangerous, but they don't, because, you know, apparently electricity and water in this game is not a bad mixture. It's perfectly alright. But anyway. So now that we have that small key, we can actually go over to this side, which was the side that we blew up with the cannon. Now, I'm probably going to end the video at this point. We've done half of the dungeon. I feel like doing the rest of it while I'm here. I may as well. So, thanks for watching, everyone. This has been me, Doomlink. It is part 22 that you're watching currently. Why am I moving backwards? What's the deal with that? Oh, it's because the water is moving from here. That makes sense. Well, yeah, I'll see you guys in part 23 of Let's Play Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. It is the 30th of November 2016 as I'm recording this, and I'll see you next time. Catch you later.